On this episode, I have a new vehicle to get me on the gold, the Windone E2 E-bike. We're going to find out if this bike could handle the rough terrain of the mother Lode, and hopefully it becomes a major tool in my prospecting arsenal. The Windone E2. We're going to check this thing out and see if it can handle the gold country. So Windone reached out to me. They sent me this. They liked my videos, liked the content, particularly me using the motorcycle for my prospecting. So they thought this might be a good fit for some of those areas that you can't ride a motorcycle. Technically it's a bicycle, it is an electric bike, but it has its place, and we're going to find out if that place is up here. We're going to see if I could use this thing to find some gold, make sure it could get me to the gold, make sure I could find gold, and make sure it gets me home. Those of you that don't know my channel, my name is Jerry. I'm a prospector here in the California Mother Lode. I look for gold. This is my off-grid cabin, gold shack I call it. Completely off-grid, dirt roads, in and out. Not very nice dirt roads either. These are semi four-wheel drive roads, so should be a good little test for this. My overall impressions of this thing. It feels good. The rear shock is a little bit bouncy, but the suspension's plush. I've taken this thing for a spin down in the city on the streets and things like that. I haven't ridden it up here yet, but down there it felt really good. I'm a little bit iffy on some of these hills. I don't know if it's going to have enough power to get up some of the hills even with the pedal assist. It comes to you pretty much fully assembled. There's just a very small amount of assembly. I think I had to put the tires on, put the pedals on. Most of the bike comes complete though. Got some brake levers here that are made of aluminum, I believe. This is all aluminum. Shimano gear selector. Turn it on by hitting this button here. And this is what your screen looks like. You got your miles per hour, your state of charge, trip meter. This is overall. I've already put 34 miles on this thing. Shows you when your brakes are on. Turn your headlight on. Oh, nope. That function selects your trip, your odometer, your max speed, average speed. Even got this little bell. So this thing has a top speed, or advertised top speed, of 28 miles per hour. I don't know if I'll get up to that speed out here, but I can confirm that it does go that fast. I've had it that fast on the pavement. It's a 48 volt battery, 13 amp hours. The motor is a 500 watt motor. It's built into the hub. And these are 20-inch tires, 20-inch by 4-inch fat tires. It has a full twist throttle. So you don't have to pedal. You could use it like a motorcycle. So we're going to take this thing, load up a backpack with some basic gold tools. We're going to head up to the goldfields. All right, let's do this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put it on the highest setting. So we're going to try to get out of here. And it's going to be hard. Here we go. Okay. All right. Now I'm just going to use the throttle. See if it'll hand throttle me out of here. Feels good. Still at full throttle. So I'm able to do about 12, 13 miles an hour. 12 miles an hour. 11. Come on. I'm mostly riding the motor. I've hardly done any pedaling. I kind of wanted to push it and see what happens.
must say I'm thoroughly impressed with the E2. I had my doubts it could handle the terrain and slopes, but with a little effort from the pedal assist, it does very well. It felt quite stable over the loose gravel, which was very surprising, and the roughness of the ground almost disappears thanks to the plush suspension. I really enjoyed the ride and wasn't tired or even sweating from pedaling. I could easily go much further if needed.
Wow, this thing's pretty cool. Definitely got me here. This is exactly where I wanted to be. It's a good spot to park the bike right above where we're going to be working. And thankfully, I was wondering about this. There is water. This water right here is a spring. It runs all year long. It's probably coming from somewhere up above where there's a mine, something like that, some drill holes or something where they hit a water table. And this is what they got. But what's cool about that is I've been here before. I already dug this to pan in. And what we're digging at is right here. You can see where I dug. We actually, in another video, me and my daughters found this spot using the dowsing rods. We took dowsing rods. We came in here and hit a spot there, over there, up there. But right here, man, it was hitting hard, and this is, so there's some really good fine gold in here. You can see on the material we're digging, kind of seems like it's this layer right here. Yeah, lots of clay in this. It's nice that my little pan and proof still here. Let's see what we see here. Oh yeah, lots of little finds in there. Let's see what's in pan number 2. This one looks better. The more clay, the better the material. This is full clay. Well, folks, that's the funny thing about gold. I was getting a lot more than this last time I was here, but at least you could still see what I'm talking about. All that fine gold up in there, all that little stuff right up in there. That's all gold. It's not much. There's probably, I don't know, 20 colors or so and all that. Regardless of the gold, I think I want to go jump back on that bike. Today was more about that bike anyways. We found gold. We know it could get here. Let's jump back on that bad boy and see what it could do. Have fun heading home. Back to the gold shack. This thing cruises, man. You could ride it hard, you could ride it light. Suspension's a little bouncy, for sure. I feel like the only thing I can really complain about at this point is I wish they had a little bit lower gear for the bottom gear, and I wish the suspension in the rear wasn't so bouncy. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it.
In all, I'd say this bike did exactly what I needed it to do. For the price range it falls in, I feel like it's the perfect fit for someone on a budget looking to get an e-bike for gold prospecting without spending thousands of dollars. If you're interested in purchasing your own Windone E2, there's a link in the description below that includes a 5% discount. If you're interested in purchasing gold and minerals included in these episodes, please check out my Etsy store with the link listed below. I'd like to say thank you to all my Patreon members. It's because of you that these adventures are possible, and I can't thank you enough for all of the support. If you're considering becoming a Patreon member, check out the link in the description below. There's also a link in the top right corner of the next screen. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button and drop a comment below. Thank you for watching, and as always, I wish you heavy pans.